I mean, it actually took about like a year and some change for the charges to all get dismissed. Something that was never reported on, and I chose to like not report on that, was that I'm a dreamer. I'm a DACA recipient. So this really affected me. If those charges had remained, I would have been facing deportation. And another thing, my girlfriend was there. She was tossed aside that night. It was kind of revealing, to hear from the police side of the story, because after the charges were dropped, during the whole lawsuit process, there was a point where Tivnan was interviewed, and he was told, he said that because of this, he felt betrayed by his organization.
Really said that?
Yeah.
Jesus. When so that night you obviously went to lockup. How long were you? That's over the weekend, right? Because you have to wait till Monday.
No. And this is the crazy part. Like, everybody else was getting this bail for upwards of $500, $600, whatever, and my bail was $50. So right from the start, you could see that there was like
the bail bondsman was like,
right,
let's just get out of here. Yeah. And so you were arraigned on these charges. They were going ahead with these charges until that video came out, right?
Yeah, and I actually got the video. So I was the one this was the video from the apartment complex where I lived. So the day after, I go off and I try to find this video because, my parents came to Worcester. My parents are from Boston. I was living in Worcester at the time, and they didn't believe, that I could get arrested for just being out. They thought there was something that I did, something that I instigated. It wasn't until I found this video that I proved to them, and I guess to myself, that this was like, not something that was on me.
You're just asking to go home. And I assume that's what the conversation with that officer was I just live over there. Can I go home?
Yeah, so I don't know if you could tell by the video, but we kind of hesitated. I looked back at my girlfriend and we're like, the only entrance to that building is through there. So I decided to go off to the one officer that seemed like, he was closest to me. And all I said was, I live over there. Can I go home? Before he could react, that's when I felt like a hand. And it wasn't that the police report, I'm not sure if you went over that. Police report says that he identified himself as a police officer, gave me 3 warnings. None of that happened.
No, obviously, none of it happened. It all happened in a second. And then, of course, he's handling a dog, which attacks you.
Yeah.
Not the dog's fault. What were the injuries that you had?
It was a couple bites to my back. It wasn't. The dog raised me, and I was thankful for that. That was an actual fight, because from what my lawyer, who was who has a canine as well, like a German Shepherd, he told me that they're trained to actually hold you still and could inflict some. Yeah.
How long was it before you got cleared of the criminal charges? How long was that hanging over you?
It was, so this happened October 26th. No, sorry, it wasn't a year. I would think I was cleared around the end of July.
And how long before you got the video?
How long before I got the video?
Yeah, but like between the October 26th and when did you get the video?
I got the video the next day.
Really?
Yeah. So my lawyer had the video. Sent it off to the I believe it was the city manager, and that's when it all started.
It still took them 6 or 8 months to clear you.
Yeah.
No, that's how it works. Is once the lie starts, you can't just fold over. You got to keep it going and try to make a deal.
Yeah. Yep.
Because if you make a deal, the lie goes away.
Right. Right.
Did they try to get you to agree to a plea deal?
No. So they were trying to contact me on internal investigation, but at that point, like if they had the video, and I asked them when they did try to contact me, if you have the video, you've seen what happened, and they're like, yes, can you come in? If that was the case, why not just drop the charges from the get-go?
When you were going to court, did you get offered any plea deals from the prosecution?
No.
for the whole year or whatever?
Um,
Even from day one?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Are you able to tell us if you got offered deals earlier?
We're on him right now.
We're getting there. Yeah, I mean, anything else you want to add, Chris? Like about this? I mean, what was? I mean, you thought at least for a minute there, you're going to jail, right?
Yeah, I mean, jail and then eventually deportation, not even just like jail. Yeah.
I have a question for you, Chris. How was your mentality after, for the next couple of months after the
I
incident?
couldn't go outside. You know, like it's something that if that happens and it's like you have a crowd of people looking around you, and this is happening and not daylight, but there's an audience and nothing can be done about it. Like it's
You don't trust anybody at that point.
right.
You're afraid to go outside, afraid to talk to people, deal with life. Yeah.